are you? I hope you all are fine and you are enjoying your online sessions. In my last week video, we have started our chapter come cyber safety. And in cyber safety, I have told you many things about the internet. Firstly, we have done the definition of the internet. Then, what is the internet? What was the internet? Which I told you. Internet, that is the interconnected network of the computers. Then I told you about the advantages of the internet, that where you can use the internet. We can use the internet in educations, we can use some entertainment, we can use in media, we can use in online learning, we can use it in for fitness, we can many places we can use it. And this is also example of the internet, that you are listening at home and I am giving my lecture, that is very easily for you at home. This is also internet. Next, what was the disadvantages of the internet? I told you many disadvantages. What was that? Yes, that was various viruses can attack, various cyber crimes can happen, cyber terrorism can be happen, and many disadvantages I told you about this. This is sometimes it's a wastage of time also, because we are wasting our so much time on the social networking sites on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter and these things. And we can media is very close to us, and sometimes it some rumors are also it gives us some rumors also. That is not good for us. So whenever there things occur, everything has some advantages and everything has some disadvantages of it. So in my previous videos we have discussed internet advantages and disadvantages. And next, cyber ethics. Next topic we have discussed the cyber ethics. Cyber ethics, some rules and principles which we have to follow when we are using the internet. That was all about the cyber ethics. Next topic, I told you unethical issues in this internet. So we were doing the topic unethical issues, and under it I taught you one topic, that was the that was the plagiarism. What was the plagiarism? Whenever you are cutting and pasting something in the files in the files that are available on the internet, you are cutting something and you are pasting it in a new place, and you are presenting that work by your own name. If you are taking the presentations of anyone and you are just rubbing his or her name and giving it your name, then that act is known as the plagiarism, and this is very unethical in the internet. So this was all about the plagiarism. I told you that we should not do the plagiarism and how we can avoid this plagiarism. This was all about my previous lecture. 4 topics: internet, advantages, disadvantages, ethical issues and cyber ethics and unethical issues में मैंने plagiarism I told you. And now we are going to start the other topics under this unethical issues. Firstly was plagiarism. Now we will move to cyber bullying. Today I will teach you cyber bullying. Now yes, our topic is cyber bullying. What is the cyber bullying? When on the internet you are harassing someone, you are giving threatening to someone, and you are posting some embarrassing photos of anyone on the Facebook, Twitter, social networking sites, and you are remarking someone's culture and someone's personal age and someone's looks. If you are doing these things on the internet about someone, that is known as the cyber bullying. It's really a crime. That is legally, it is not legal, so it comes under a crime. So we should not do the cyber bullying, and there are some precautions we should follow to avoid this cyber bullying. What are these precautions that we should follow to avoid this cyberbullying are: firstly, I think this is clear to you that what is cyberbullying. Now, this is some precautions that we should follow. That is, do not disclose your identity. Always we should not disclose our complete identity to anyone. It doesn't कि आपसे कोई आज मिला, आपने उसको अपने बारे में पूरी डिटेल दे दी. तो we should not disclose our complete identity to anyone, to any strange persons. Next is safeguard your password. Whenever you are doing some work on your laptop, on your mobiles, then firstly you have to give the password. Please do not insert or do not type your password in front of any strange person, in front of anyone. We should not trust on everyone. So please safeguard your password, and please apply the password that is not easy to crack. There we should use some simple words, we should use some special characters, some special symbols into our password so that it not be easily cracked. Next is search the whereabouts with whom you are doing the conversation. When you start chatting with someone on the internet, firstly confirm about that person, who is he. Someone are coming to converse you in a wrong identity also. So please firstly search the whereabouts, each and everything about that person. If you are sure, then talk to them, otherwise you should deny to talk. Next is restrict your online profile. Whenever you are making your online profiles, then you should apply some privacy and security settings here, so that everyone could not open to see your personal profiles. Apply these security options. Next is, if someone bullying you, do not remain silent, take actions. If someone is bullying you on the internet sites or on your personal IDs, so please don't be silent, don't take it easy. Please take it seriously, and you should take an action against that person. So by following these things, we can avoid the cyberbullying. So this is all about the cyberbullying. Unethical issues, first was plagiarism, second was the cyberbullying, and the third is phishing. Next is phishing. What is phishing? When you are getting some messages in your mobiles and some mails in your inbox that is looking like that it is sent by a trusted person, and whenever you open these files and that mislead you, that is known as the phishing. For example, you have seen many times many messages come in your mobiles that, hey, hurry up, you have won the car up of the 4 lakh rupees. But firstly you have to enter some personal details, and after that you can get your reward. So some persons are very excited, and in excitements they insert their personal details that at my this account number, at my this address you can send me this. Then they ask you, please send some money to us so that we can courier it to you, and you send some 5,000, 10,000. After that you are not getting the reward. Again the message comes, please send some more money. Then again you send some more money, you give your personal details, your card number, whatever. So these persons are using your personal data, using your bank account number, and they can take the money from your accounts. So this type of act is known as the phishing. So please, whenever such type of messages comes in your mobiles, don't open it, don't open such type of mails which are from the unknown persons, because they can mislead you. So there are some points I have written which tell you how you can avoid the phishing. That is, first, identify the suspected phishing emails. Whenever you are getting so many emails in your inbox, so please identify which are of your use and which are the unwanted. So discard them or delete them. Next is do not click on links, download files sent by the unknown senders. Please do not open the links which are sent by the unknown persons, and we should not download these files because they can crash your systems also. Next is beware of links that ask for personal details. The links, the messages, the mails who ask please give your personal details, please ignore these mails. And next is use sites, secure sites we should use. And how you identify which sites are secured and which are unsecure. Whenever you are writing HTTP, and here if it is written as S means it is used for secure. जो साइट सिक्योर होंगी, गवर्नमेंट से अप्रूव्ड होंगी, वहाँ HTTPS लिखा होगा. और whenever you are writing HTTPS and some site name, तो यहाँ पर एक log symbol भी आपको नजर आएगा. It means you can use these sites. These are fair sites. So please avoid use these sites, HTTPS sites. This is all about the phishing. Now our next topic is hacking and cracking. What is hacking and what is cracking? Now next is hacking and cracking. What is hacking and what is cracking? What's the difference between these two? Many times you have heard this term, there are some hackers and there are some crackers, but do you know what's the difference between these two? What is hacking? Hacking means steal important data plus application and websites to change the program logic. If someone unauthorized persons, when he steals some data from your computers, and plus not only data but also applications and websites, he also steal the application and websites and change the logics of these, that is known as the hacking. Which gives hackers is that which steals your important data that from your PC, that are the hackers. And crackers to steal the personal data, who steals the personal data plus some financial details which you give in your websites, which you insert in your websites, and which you have saved in your laptops. That is the persons who do these things, that person is known as the crackers. This is the difference between the hackers and the crackers. Crackers also harm your computer by destroying your data also. Crackers can also destroy your data also. These are stealing your data and make some changes into that. And crackers, they are harming the data that is inbuilt to your computer plus hacking your personal information, financial details, and they are doing the changes in the logics of the websites and the applications to change your computer's processing, that are known as the hackers. So this is the difference between hacker and the crackers. Now next topic is how we can save ourselves from the hackers and the crackers. Now there are some measures by using this we can prevent the hackings. Now how we can prevent the hacking? First is keep your password secret. Always keep your password secret. Don't insert your password in front of anyone persons. Next is install antivirus. You should install antivirus. Whenever some viruses come to the software, it will inform you and it will automatically delete that virus. Next is update your operating system. Time to time you should update the software and the operating system of your PCs, because this can help in the security measures. Next, avoid using the open Wi-Fi. We should not use the open Wi-Fi, because with using the open Wi-Fi, many viruses come into your computer and that can hack the data. Next is use secure websites by checking the log sign. Whenever, as I told you in my previous topic, that we should use the sites which are secure sites. How you can choose that these are secure or unsafe? When there is HTTPS plus there is the log sign in front of this name HTTPS, that are the safe websites, and mostly we should open these type of the websites. So these are the measures to prevent the hacking. Next is spamming. What is spamming? When there is the bulk of mails that comes in your inbox like advertisements, and anyone sends you a bulk of mails from one side, so that is the spamming. How you can recognize these are the spam mails? When there is whenever you get the mails and in the to and CC field, if there is no address, if you didn't get any address in to field and CC fields in your mailbox, in your mails, then these are the spam mails. Please don't open these mails. How you can avoid these spam mails? First, install the spam filtering. You can apply the spam filtering in it, and do not respond to spam mails. Whenever you get that these are the spam mails, please don't respond to these mails. Next is blocking software. There are some software which you can download from the Chromes, and they can block the advertisements in your computers. Next is reject the messages come from persons who are not in your contact list. If you get the messages from the persons that are not in your contact list, please open this. Please don't open these messages and reject it. Next is keep the software update. Time to time you have to update your software. By using these security measures, you can avoid the spamming in your PCs. So these are some factors that comes under the unethical issues, like first is plagiarism, next is cyberbullying, next I told you hackers, and next I told you spamming, and one was the phishing. These five issues that comes under the unethical issues. So I think these topics are clear to you, and now I am moving to the next topic, that is the next and the last topic of this session is the individual rights to privacy. Everyone has the right to privacy. We should private our data, because no one hackers and the crackers can hack our data and steal our data. So we should do some safety measures to keep our data private. First is never share your password with anyone. Everyone knows we should not share our password with anyone. And plus your personal details, like your credit card numbers, like your bank account number, in which banks you are having the accounts, so and how many money you are having in your accounts. So we should not share these personal details with anyone. Next, delete the cookies time to time. Whenever you are using the websites, whenever you are surfing on the websites, and which type of data you are searching, that is of your interest level, and what things you have downloaded from the websites, all the things that you have done on the websites, all the processing which you have done, all the surfing which you have done, these all data is stored in a small cookies. And whenever they want to know about you, the hackers can open the cookies, and they can get to know about you. So please, whenever you are surfing this, there is some option in the website, so go there and delete the cookies. Time to time we have to delete the data in the cookies, क्योंकि जो भी आप कर रहे होते हैं वो सारा कुकीज़ में स्टोर हो जाता है, और आपका इंटरेस्ट लेवल क्या है उसके अकॉर्डिंगली फिर आपको वो मेल्स भेजकर आपको गलत साइट पर ले जा सकते हैं. सो प्लीज़ टाइम टू टाइम डिलीट योर कुकीज़. Next, be carefully when share your personal data. Whenever you are making your IDs on the personal social networking sites, then you are giving your profiles. So choose, please don't share your profile pictures. Mostly हमें अपनी profile pictures वहाँ share नहीं करनी चाहिए. And your personal data which you are filling there, be careful about that, which you want to share and which you want to keep it private. So be aware of it. Install antivirus and anti-spyware software, because time to time when the viruses come, it recognize that and it interpret that, and then after that the software can delete that viruses, and they can save your data. Next, look up your system and not in you. Look up your system and not in use. जब आपका सिस्टम यूज़ नहीं हो रहा, तो जस्ट लुक अप दैट एंड टाइम टू टाइम see what's happening in your system, and if there is need of doing some necessary changes, and do that changes. So these are the rights to privacy. So today I think all the unethical practices which I have told you, that is bullying, that is plagiarism, that is hacking, that is cracking, that is phishing, that is spamming, that is clear to you, and how you can keep your data private. All these things are clear to you. Please read this chapter, and if you are having any query, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number, and in my next session we will complete this chapter. And thank you and have a nice day.